stick around for some NBA action of Game 4 on February 5th, 2026. Playoffs, Game 4 between the 76ers and your Milwaukee Bucks. It will be silent until game time, when we send you down to Brian Anderson and the TNT crew. Here, wait, I'll be right back, chat. I'm back, chat. Enjoy the rest of the countdown. Of course, I'll be wearing my Milwaukee Bucks gear, just like I did last night. For Game 4, which was a thriller. If y'all didn't see it, I suggest you watch that and then come back to this one to see how the Bucks do against the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 4 of the playoffs, Round 1. Alright guys, I'll be right here waiting for the game to start. I'm gonna be like Mark Mason, the public address announcer for the Portland Trailblazers. So I'm gonna do that in here. I'm gonna do that here in just a minute. Alright guys, you know what time it is. Let me bring out my inner Mark Mason. I'm not going to be saying jersey numbers because I messed it up last time, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pfizer Forum Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for tonight's matchup between the visiting Philadelphia 76ers and your Milwaukee Bucks. Now let's meet the starters first for the visiting Philadelphia 76ers. First we have shooting guard Quentin Grimes. At shooting forward, Paul George. At point forward, Trenton Watford. At point guard, number 0, Tyrese Maxey. And at center, number 21, Joel Embiid.
So far this season. Yes, regular season's not close. He's the MVP. The Greek Freak is a monster. He is coming. Middleton's a 50, 40, 90 guy right now. He's playing
Bruh.
Basketball. I don't see any of those teams being able to throw a real scare in Milwaukee. Milwaukee will win the championship this year. The best team in basketball. They are about that life. That they're serious about this season.
You gotta sacrifice a lot of things. You gotta play hard. You gotta go out there with the pit, and you gotta live everything on the court to win the championship.
I wanted the fame, I wanted the name, I wanted the break, I wanted the love, I wanted the cake, I wanted to be great, I wanted to change and all the above. You want me to fall, you want me to crawl, you want me to stall, they want me to drugs, you want me to fail, they want me to jail, they wanted my soul, they wanted my blood. I'm out for revenge, I'm out for the ends, I'm out for respect, I'm out for the crown, I'm out for the rain. They started to aim, I hopped to the plane, I'm not going down, I'm dodging the flames. They calling my name, I want to be saved, but I don't know how. I thought it was safe, but I got a plan. Let's follow the chopper around the round.
Okay, Milwaukee. Are you ready to meet the starting five for your Milwaukee Bucks? Starting at point forward, Kyle Kuzma. At center, Bobby Portis Jr. Also at center, Miles Turner. At point guard, Ryan Rollins. And we're gonna do the jersey number for this one from Greece, the all-time leading scorer for your Milwaukee Bucks, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Give it up for the starting five for your Milwaukee Bucks. And now let's send it down to the commentary crew. I believe that's Brian Anderson and the TNT crew. I could be wrong though.
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The 76ers have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Milwaukee Bucks. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues. It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference.
It's a good thing I didn't do that.
Quarterfinals, glad you could join us today. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Watford out there with Embiid. Then it's George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, Turner in center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there at Porter. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Look at the Bucks. Greg, they have home court now. What do they need to do to take advantage of this opportunity?
And Kevin, these are the games where, I feel like you need to make big shots because the teams are close. 1 or 2 plays either way could decide this thing. That's why you have to value every possession early.
By the way, guys, I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Out of bounds, only 76ers ball.
I was wrong. It's Kevin Harlan and the other TNT crew.
And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Maxey. A 3. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Prince kicks to Porter. And here is Antetokounmpo, covered by Watford. Antetokounmpo, no good. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers first. I wondered what Coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach joked, going on to say we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment, so Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And here is Turner after Paul George getting his 3 to cover. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Watford. Tipped away. It's all about Antetokounmpo. inside. George. Embiid with it. 5 on the clock. Over Giannis. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
On the wing, Giannis.
This is how the 76ers started last night. So,
That is
we'll see if they can hold this lead.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T
Ouch.
Connected Cam. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. To the middle. And Embiid throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Maxey against Rollins. Rollins with a screen on George. Here's Prince. Oh, and the kill by Prince.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Watford with it, covered by Giannis. Embiid inside. He's against Turner, and the shot goes in from Embiid. Look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on. Outside Turner. Pass to Porter. On the wing, Giannis. Covered by Watford. Just 4 to shoot. And that one drops for him.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Maxey passes to George. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Bucks trail by 7. Rollins the pass to Turner. Now Prince. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Prince has got his second bucket of the night.
Maxey baskets from the perimeter at the earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Now here's Embiid. 6 points for him. Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively. Outside, Porter takes it inside, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots.
I'm trying to get a good camera angle.
Pass to Watson.
That should be good right there.
To Maxey. Fires a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
You know we all love the dance crew, doing great as always. This is your boy Jameson checking in right now. And here's my pick of who's gonna win the NBA Finals. Yo, Milwaukee, make some noise. We gonna go out there and we gonna win. Let's go, Bucks. Yeah, let's go. MVP number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo is gonna be the MVP. Yo, Milwaukee, we need you to get hype up in here. We're losing right now. Let's go, Bucks. Enjoy the game, people.
Bucks trail by 7. Outside Porter. Turner with the screen. hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, their coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Well, after every timeout, I'm gonna check in with you guys up here in the pregame, halftime, and postgame booth. The game not going so well for the Bucks. They trail 29-17. But you love to see this crowd. Every single fan, almost every single fan, is wearing the same exact Bucks shirt, the green with the Bucks logo on the front. And I believe it even has the playoff logo on the back of it. But there is your 30-second check-in with JPD, Jamison Parker Downs. And let's send it back to Kevin Harlan for the game.
Oubre is checked in for Philadelphia. Edgecombe comes in for Quentin Grimes.
76ers substitution. Kelly Oubre Jr. Edgecombe.
Turner passes to Rollins. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Jumps up and finished off by Oubre.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Giannis. He has 6. And that one's earned by Porter.
And that play is a great example of why it's important to surround Giannis with shooters. They will get great looks from deep.
Here's Watford. Nothing on the board. Embiid from outside. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Giannis. 4 on the clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Rollins. The shot comes out. The 76ers leading by 13. Maxey passes to Embiid. Oubre outside. And the 3 off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
To the inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Here's Rollins. Outside Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's good. The time running down to the shot clock. Antetokounmpo's got 8. Maxey looking it over. Embiid with the screen on Giannis. Watford passes to Maxey. Down low, Turner with the steal. Here's Rollins. Still yet to score. Prince outside. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the cheer by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete with the length, speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Well, the playoff crowd is hyped as the Milwaukee Bucks are starting to make a late first quarter comeback. They haven't led once in the quarter, but it is time for our 30-second updates with JPG, Jameson Parker down. 30 seconds starting now. Got the break dancers, really nice. Got the female dancers too, they're really good too. And the Bucks starting to come up with some offensive coordinations here. They're starting to click. 76ers not quite sure where they're at. Timeout is about to end. You've been watching 30 seconds with JPG, Jameson Parker down. Back to Kevin Harlan. I had to speak so fast before he started to talk.
And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. .131 left in the first quarter.
I want to shout out Norbcam. He's a Seahawks fan who has a YouTube channel where he makes fun of the 49ers. And I kind of hate the Niners, so shout out to Norbcam for making fun of the Niners. And I got to talk to him the other day too, so thank you. Or a couple weeks ago, my bad. Wait, a couple weeks ago? Wait. I talked to him on January 19th, so yeah, a couple weeks ago. I don't know why I was thinking...
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys.
I don't know why I was thinking January 9th. January 29th.
Seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Anthony, the pass to Kuzma. Bucks passing it around. Pocket 6.
So yeah, shout out to Norbcam, for sure.
For the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Packers fan with a Seahawks jersey. Yo.
George against Kuzma. To stop the drought. And the layup by George. George has got 8.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
End of the first quarter. The score being the Philadelphia 76ers 37, your Milwaukee Bucks 28.
And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Bucks lead the series 2-1, by the way, if you're watching this and you haven't seen the other games, you cheaters. Go ahead and keep cheating.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Look at those rally towers. You'll love to see it. I'll be quiet, chat. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys at halftime.
And it's Anthony in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second. Now here's Anthony. Hasn't made one yet. Not as good as the 76ers lead has been down to 8 on the bucket from Kuzma.
He's what I call a prepared shooter with strong fundamentals, but is a capable threat from the perimeter.
Here's Edgecombe. McCain. Now Edgecombe. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Edgecombe's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Portis, the pass to Kuzma. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And a high percentage shooter like Kuzma has tons of options on the floor. That includes the mid-range.
Now here's George. 10 points for him. Drummond with a screen on Portis. Oh, and a jam by Drummond.
And look at Drummond
Portis. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Hakeem with the ball, guarded by Kuzma. It's McCain on the wing. He has yet to score. It's good from long range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Kuzma. And it's sent back by George.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot.
And there's the call. It's going to be illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the
Yeah, I just need to check something.
Yeah, and that's maybe
Okay.
more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Amir Coffey is checked in for the Bucks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Grimes is checked in. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
It is time for our 30-second check-in with JPD, aka Jamison Parker Down, as the Bucks still trying to edge at that comeback right there. Trying to get that comeback, and our 30 seconds starts now. So the Bucks, like I said, they started to come out with more offensive great plays. They have a really good offense. They just still really haven't gotten to get it going yet, but we know they're going to get it going late in the second quarter and early in the first quarter, early in the third quarter, going out of halftime. That'll do it for 30 seconds for James Parker Down. Back to Kevin Harlan.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Green. Cribs comes
I'm not
in
going
from
to do
Aaron
that next
Gordon.
time out,
And
by the
Bowen
way.
subbed in for Cole Anthony. Drummond working against Portis. Giannis sets a screen for Prince, and Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Rollins, still without a basket. Portis finds Prince. Shot clock at 5. Kuzma outside. Shoots over Oubre. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers leading by 11. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Hits it from three-point range.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Oubre against Kuzma. Outside, Portis. And again, the Bucks miss. The 76ers have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Oubre. And that one's good. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Now, here's Portis. And the layup's good off the glass. Portis has got 7 points in the game.
Well, Portis is a talented scorer, especially in close where he can really make you pay.
Pass to George. From deep. Prince grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's good. The 76ers lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the bench for Rollins.
And guys, Guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Edgecombe. Drummond with a screen on Rollins. Pass to Edgecombe. It's a nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Drummond to screen. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Count that one. He has 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
There goes Giannis. And Antetokounmpo spins it in. When he gets going on the dribble, no one can stop Giannis. He's just too hot. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Oh yeah. It's Bucky, bro. I don't even know if that's his real name. But get it, bruh. Get it, 68. Let's go. Hey. Get down with it, bro. Beautiful lights in the crowd tonight. Hopefully, the Bucks can make this comeback and everybody goes home happy, and the Bucks can take a 3-1 series lead. Sorry for chucking in there, but back to Kevin Harlan, as always, with the rest of the second quarter.
Numbers check in for Portland. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid comes in for Andre Drummond, and Maxey subbed in for Kelly Oubre. Outside, Maxey. Outside, George. Puts up a deep 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. Bucks trail by 12. From 13. Giannis, no good.
Come on, Giannis. I'm wearing your jersey right now. You can't miss that. Oh my god.
On the assist by Edgecombe.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good.
Again, guys, I'll see you guys at halftime.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Kuzma. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for it. Embiid with a screen on Rollins. Pass to Grimes. Now Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. The 76ers leading by 13. George passes to Maxey. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. To the left side wing. Embiid wide open. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious. Milwaukee making a switch here. Porter's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Oubre's checked in for Jordan. Now here's Embiid. And all out of the end that time before dropping in. 23 points for Joel Embiid. Porter dishes to Giannis. They get a bit. And Embiid with the block.
And Embiid protecting the rim, using that 7-foot frame, big fella.
Giannis. The kick out to Porter. Just 3 to shoot. And again, the Bucks miss. The 76ers leading by 18. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
What timing from Giannis on that block attempt. Makes his move right on cue to deny the rim attack.
And then those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Porter. Giannis sets a screen for Porter. Here's Antetokounmpo. They need this. Here's Rollins. Here's Prince outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Prince has got 8.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid in the corner. Collins grabs the board. Bucks trail by 17. And Giannis throwing it down.
Seems like every night Giannis is having his way with other teams. Tonight, another big scoring.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Oubre outside. High post, Embiid. Pass to Grimes. Over Giannis. And again, it's Philadelphia. Now Porter. He's got 5. And here is Turner. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Porter gives to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Oubre. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Every aspect of Giannis' game showing tonight, just unreal.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. The coach needs a moment to talk things over. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defense that's showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Coming up next is the halftime report with Jamison Downs. See what the Bucks can do differently in half number 2. It's all coming up on Milwaukee Pfizer Forum Halftime Show. Back to Kevin Harlan for the rest of the first half.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Brendan Watford comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's George in for Edgecombe. Here's Grimes. To the middle. Outside for George. Embiid sets the pick for George. Pass to Embiid. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the night.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Prince, right side. Pass to Rollins. Now here's Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. seconds before the shot clock expires. Antetokounmpo's got 22.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Here's Watford. Scoreless thus far. Now here's Embiid. He brings it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Outside, Porter. Wants to get it to Turner and does. Good. Turner's got his third bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Maxey attacking and slam dunk by Maxey.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
Pass to Turner. Here's Prince. Here's Antetokounmpo. Covered by Watford. And it's there. Nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
A big jump.
Welcome into Milwaukee Bucks halftime show or halftime report, whatever you want to say. Bucks trailing going into the second half, as this one is not how you want it to turn out right now. 75-59. 76ers lead this one by a big margin going into this one. As you just don't like to see this. I mean, if you're a Bucks fan, you're going into this, you're saying, okay, we need to lock in going in to this second half. After the first half, it was just turnovers, lead to points, turnovers lead to threes, turnovers lead to dunks, turnovers lead to fouls, which lead to free throws, and it's going to be a short halftime show because we're going to go over the stats and then say our final prediction before the second half. Total game stats going in to this second half before we send you back down to Kevin Harlan. Points in the first half were 75-59, Philadelphia leading. Field goals 84% for Philly and 69% for the Bucks. Free throws, Philadelphia 100% and Milwaukee 0%. Fast break points. Now this is what we were just talking about. The turnovers that lead to points. Fast break points were 7-2 in favor of Philadelphia. Points in the paint, good for the Bucks because they lead with the points in the paint in the first half. 36-30. Second chance points, the Bucks also lead that. 3-2. Bench points, Philly leads 16-14. Assists are 18-14 in favor of Philly as well. Offensive rebounds are 4-1 in favor of Milwaukee. Defensive rebounds are 9-5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to grab a rebound. Yo, my voice cracked too. Alright, defensive rebounds are 9-5. Working 9 to 5. Alright. 9-5 in favor of Philadelphia. Steals are 4-4. We're tied in that. Lots of steals in this game. 8 in total. Blocks are 3-2 in favor of Philadelphia. Turnovers. Now, this is what we wanted to talk about here. Now, this is bad. Turnovers in the first half. Philadelphia with 5 turnovers, and the Milwaukee Bucks with 6. Team fouls are Milwaukee 1 and Philadelphia 2. The dunks are 7-5 Milwaukee. There are your first half stats. Timeouts remaining are 4-4. Time of possession, 12 minutes and 16 seconds for the Bucks, and 11 minutes and 42 seconds for the 76ers. Their biggest lead, Philadelphia 20, and the Bucks haven't had a single lead this game, so the Bucks' biggest lead of the game remains at 0. I think offensively, this is what we talk about when we say, Giannis is a good player, but where are his teammates? His teammates just haven't been there lately. Going into this second half, we're going to do our predictions, and then we will send you back down to Kevin Harlan and the crew. So my prediction for this one, what's the score? 75-59 in Game 4. Again, if Philadelphia wins, they even the series at 2 apiece. So my final score prediction, as much as I'm going for the Bucks in this one, my final score prediction, 125-98. I got the 76ers winning this one. Says the person wearing this. I'm wearing this. And I'm predicting the 76ers to end up blowing out the... I'm predicting them to blow out the Bucks. Okay, anyways. That was cringe. Right outside of Pfizer Forum Center earlier today, that was when it was empty. Now look at it. Now look at the inside. So, outside of Pfizer Forum Center today, empty as it could ever be. And then this is just one side of the arena. That is one side of the arena. This is on pause right here. But you look at this, look, let's go up right here. Let's look at this crowd. And this is right after the buzzer sounded for halftime. Nobody even got out of their seats. They couldn't stand it. The entertainment was too real. And they call the Calgary Flames hockey team, their arena is called the Sea of Red. Talk about a sea of green. Also, look at that animation they had up on the Jumbotron. That's pretty cool. Forest. They were probably doing some type of video on the screen there. So we are going to send you back down to Kevin Harlan and the crew. Here's your score going into the third quarter. This is the score going into the second half. So keep your eyes on this score right here at the end of when the 15 seconds ticks off right here. This is your score going into the third quarter. We are going to take a break. And we will be right back. This is your score going in to the second half. Your score, 59 to 75. Let's take a look outside of Pfizer Forum Center earlier. The snow is real. Alright, let's send you back down to Kevin Harlan and the crew. Oh wait, they're just finishing up their halftime thing. They're finishing up their halftime. Oh wait, half-court shot. I don't want you to miss it. Oh! He made the freaking half-court shot. There's no shot. Alright, so now they're just finishing up their halftime thing.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast. It has been an outstanding first half for the Philadelphia 76ers. Normally I say...
But let's just look at Pfizer Forum Center from earlier today while the halftime show goes on. Alright guys, enjoy the second half. I'll be right here waiting for the post-game show.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. Joel Embiid has been sensational. Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Taking a look at the 76ers. Embiid is out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then it's Paul George. And it's Maxey in at the point. And here is Antetokounmpo following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Antetokounmpo beats to Turner. Turner with the screen. Going inside. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land. Turner's got 9.
Yeah, that's a nice answer three by Turner. He has that quiet competitive shot.
Maxey into the lane. Pass to Watford. And the rejection by Giannis. Prince in the corner. Here's Rollins.
We need to start shooting those threes more. Never mind, we don't need a three. Even better. Again guys, I'll see you guys on Bucks post-game show.
Off target with his three. Milwaukee's got 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6-9 overall, and it's good. 2 points. Turner's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots.
has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Milwaukee.
They're actually making a comeback. Just like they did last night. See you guys on Bucks postgame show. Hopefully it's a win.
That one good. Embiid's got 30.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Back to Giannis. And here is Prince. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Outside Turner. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Giannis outside. And a slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I'll tell you, they're playing in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 19.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. He knows his team relies on him to protect.
I feel so bad for the 76ers fans right now. The crowd just having to watch this.
And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint. They continue to score consistently.
To Maxey. Releases. Good once again. That makes it 8 for 9 escape.
And the game of basketball is one of runs. And right now, this one's definitely not over.
Outside Porter. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Porter's got 8.
I have to stand. I'm gonna put on the headset too, so you won't be able to hear what they're saying. I gotta hear this atmosphere right now. It's crazy in there. My eardrums hurt now.
Leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now here's George. He's got 13. Leading by 1 for it. 3-pointer.
They were not like this earlier.
16 points for him.
It was a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
On the wing, Giannis.
They were not like this at the end of the first quarter.
Giannis making his presence felt down low.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game or a loss. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
And here's George for 3. Bucks trail by 7. Here's on top.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside. That is incredible. He's too strong. They're going to hit Giannis. They can feel it.
And a good look in view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected team. Watford finds Grimes.
I'm not sure if the series goes back to Philadelphia or not, but I know it's going to be Kevin Harlan again. Kevin Harlan's doing the whole series.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. Here's Rollins. Kicks it out to Giannis.
That was a close one.
On the wing. Outside Porter. A 3 ball. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's legs.
There is no way that they came back like that.
George against Prince. Outside, George over Prince, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Bucks trail by 4. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out. Time to talk it over.
Alright, well, it's a good game. Can they keep it up, though? It's only a 4-point game when it was once a 20-point game. Let's take a look outside of the Pfizer Forum Center now. It is nighttime, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of the game. Let's send it back down to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Uptown Porter. Pass to Turner. Three-pointer. Good. And a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this one.
Here's Watford. All scoring in this one. Turner with the steal.
Now they can grab the lead with the next bucket.
Kuzma. Buries it
They
down.
did it.
Kuzma's got the lead up to 1 now for Milwaukee. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight all game long, challenging or blocking shots.
Here's Edgecombe. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Pocket 4. Embiid, no good. Now here's Prince. Defense right on him. Pass to Rollins. Turner with a screen on Maxey. To the inside. Embiid with the steal. Now Watford. Guarded by Porter. Outside. George. Fires for 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from Ray.
Here's Kuzma. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with how well he moves at 6'10", Kuzma is a really hard matchup, forcing a foul there.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
A different one for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Turner. A.J. Green comes in for Prince. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. Then for the 76ers, Oubre is checked in for Trendon Watford. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. That one is no good.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma is he's so well grounded
No.
on the floor.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Philadelphia with the ball. 6 to shoot. From deep, George. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Green, the pass to Anthony. On the shot clock, Portis is screen on McCain. Blocked by Embiid.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Here is Porter, 11 points in the game. No good on the quick three. To the paint, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And we know George can score from all three levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Out to Kuzma. It's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony with his third assist on the night.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team ball.
Here's Edgecombe to the middle. Here's Embiid. Brings it up off the glass. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Kuzma passes to Anthony. George against Kuzma. Back to Anthony. Portis is screen on McCain. 4 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Anthony, and it's good. The time running down to the shot clock.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Works to absolute perfection.
That's to Embiid. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Embiid's got 34 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle. He's a quick trigger, and from that range, if he senses the defenders are backed off, forget about it.
Here's Edgecombe. And again, it's Joel Embiid. He's got 36.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we'll be back with you. And we're the candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. AJ Green out there with Anthony. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. To the inside. Oh, that was something else.
Kidding me?
inside.
Wait, I'm gonna get a different view. Really quick. I'm gonna get the broadcast stadium view. There we go.
Outside Portis. A three-pointer off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Edgecombe. Sinks the triple.
That's what they really want to get from Edgecombe, a consistent stroke from the perimeter.
Anthony kicks to Giannis. Pass to Portis. And it's up to Kumbo, picking up the assist. Giannis has got 3 assists tonight. First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. Drummond sets the screen for Maxey. Pass to Drummond. So it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. So it's Philadelphia now. They led the game 1 point by 20.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Inside. Here's Giannis. And out of the Kumbo. With the jam.
You can see that coming. Giannis not to be denied, especially at the rim.
Pass to Edgecombe. Over 3. Edgecombe, no good. Bucks trail by 6. Giannis dishes to Anthony. Down low. They kick it out to Green. Drops in the tray. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the team focuses in on him.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Coming up in 9 minutes and 15 seconds after the timeout, after the remaining time, is Bucks postgame show with JPD, Jameson Crawford down. That's all coming up next after the game, so stick around.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. On defense, Milwaukee. They trail by 3. Maxey passes to Cooper. Pass to Drummond. 5 to shoot. Oubre sets the screen for Drummond. Hits the three-point bomb. Maxey's got 26 points.
Look, at first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Out of Kumbo, kicks to Kuzma. Giannis right foot. He's against Oubre. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes the most alley-oop jams look easy.
And here's Maxey. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter. up top, covered by Oubre. Oubre against Giannis. The 10-footer. The shot misses. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Maxey passes to Grimes. Launches it. Another three for Philadelphia.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Anthony against Maxey. Here's Kuzma. That one goes. Counted. Kuzma's got 12 points here in the second half.
And how about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
And he gets it back. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And how about the role reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
Anthony finds Kuzma. Puts it up from 12. Rebound Andre Drummond. The 76ers leading by 9. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside, Maxey over Anthony. And a fine roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Maxey's got 9 points now in the quarter. Maxey against Anthony. Here's Giannis. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Oubre. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been kicked back down to single digits. And a much-needed basket there from Antetokounmpo. Now Edgecombe. Maxey hits a two-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebounded with 5 here tonight. Pass to Turner. Now here's Giannis. He's covered by Maxey. And that one's good by Giannis.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Here's Edgecombe. Drummond with a straight on three. Here's Edgecombe. A rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Anthony against Oubre. They kick it out to Green. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Let's go. Come on, we can make that comeback. Yes. 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 I can't wait for this post game now. Oh my god.
By Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe.
I spoke too soon.
To Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Green with the block.
Yes, I can't wait for this post game. Even if we lose, it's gonna be a crazy post. Oh no, it's gonna be a crazy post game either way. It's going back and forth now.
He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
To Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Outside, Maxey.
Yes, come on.
Can't hit it.
3:45 left.
Outside, Green.
I got my rally towel now.
Anthony kicks to Giannis. Back to Anthony. Free throw line jump shot. A putback. Oh,
Yes, come on. You know what it is, Antetokounmpo.
His solo efforts on offense have really been something.
pass to Edgecombe. They can't stop the run with that one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Covered by Oubre. And another one falls.
No way we're tied with under 3 minutes to go now.
He's nearing the
See you guys at the post game. It's gonna be a fun one. Win or lose.
Nick Nurse.
Time out. 76ers.
Wanting to make sure that every here.
Whoops, my bad. I'm a bad broadcaster, chat. Don't judge me. You just come on in here. Turn that up. Alright, let's send you back to the game.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Torian Prince, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Porter subbed in for Green. Then for the 76ers, Embiid, he's checked in for Trouble. Brendan Watford comes in for Oubre. And it's Paul George in for Edgecombe. Now George. Good on the basketball.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just getting the ball and let him do his thing.
I need to get this camera up for the final, like, minute and a half. This one's a fun one because you can see the crowd. I like this one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. That one is off. Philadelphia's got 3 of their 6 rebounds ball here in the fourth. Now Embiid. Finishes inside on the nice kick.
So poised in these situations. Let's see Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Coming up on Milwaukee Bucks post-game show, we will do the stats all game. We will do the full game stats, and we will talk about what the Bucks could have done differently if they end up losing this game. Even if they do end up winning this game. Or no, we'll do this. If the Bucks lose, we'll talk about what they could have done differently. And if the Bucks win, then we'll talk about what the 76ers could have done differently. So, it's all coming up on 76ers. Oh wait, no, it's all coming up on Bucks Post-Game Live with JPD, Jemison Downs. Back to Kevin Harlan for the final 151.
Collins checked in for Anthony. Here's Antetokounmpo. Now Turner. they saved their best basketball for this home stretch.
And how about the night he's had? That score now ties it for the single-game playoff tie for this team.
He has been nothing short of amazing tonight, right? A legendary playoff performance from him. Porter.
Why didn't you shoot it? Why didn't you shoot it? You're a freaking idiot. And that's the game.
So the 76ers win it. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
And the series, I think, hinged on who picked up game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your critics, and you have not run from them. What are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want, every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
Well, you do have the ability to dominate every single night. Good luck moving forward.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our...
Oh no, why did it skip? I didn't do that. Why do that? Why did you do that? I'm gonna put the headset on. It is time for Bucks post-game show, as the Bucks could not pull it off in the end. I mean, just what a game. What a game. Both teams played amazing. The Bucks, I'm not so sure about that last play of the game, where they stole the ball and then they passed it instead of laying it up. Really bad play there by the Bucks. And this game was just back and forth the whole time. And you know, you talk about the game overall. I mean, like I said, back and forth. For sure, it was a great game. It was one side to another side to the other, and it was just back and forth the whole game. The Bucks made that comeback. They had like 2 leads. The Bucks' biggest lead was 1 point in the entire game. The 76ers' biggest lead was 20. Even though they won by 7 in the end, it was still a hard-fought victory for the 76ers. I give them all the credit. You know, they're a great team. And I believe they're sending the series back to Philadelphia now, and then it goes Philly, Milwaukee, Philly. But this is going to be a great series. It comes down to the final 3 games. Say Milwaukee leads the series after next game, and then Philly wins the next game, then it only comes down to 1 game. The winner of that game moves on, and the loser gets eliminated. So it's only down to these final 3 games. Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7. I know you kids are going to be going 6-7, but what a game. I mean, I was up here, I was using the rally towel. My hand was a rally towel. It was a great game. I mean, give the 76ers all the credit for this one. I'm waving it for them, even as a Bucks fan during this game. I mean, it was a great game. Back and forth. Let's look at the stats for today's game. Total game, the points were 133 to 126, a Philadelphia 76ers win. Field goals were 74 to 71% in favor of Philadelphia. 3-pointers were 64% for Philly and 72% for your Milwaukee Bucks. Free throws were 100% to 50% for the 76ers. Fast break points were 12-8 in favor of the 76ers. Points in the paint were 68-52 in favor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Second chance points were 10-6 in favor of the Bucks. Bench points were 36-21 in favor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Assists were 33-29 in favor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Offensive rebounds were 8-3 in favor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Defensive rebounds were 18-17 in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers. This is the team we support right here during this playoff series. Right here. Okay, I'm okay with my friend Khalil. But any other people who watch this who's a 76ers fan? Not to you. I mean your team. This team is better, even though we just lost. Steals were 9-8 in favor of your Milwaukee Bucks. Blocks were 6-6 in favor of nobody. Team foul or no. I'm all over the place tonight, chat. Turnovers and points off of turnovers were 10 for Milwaukee and 10 for Philadelphia in favor of, you guessed it, nobody. Okay. And again, another shout out to Norbcam, the Seahawks fan who I got to talk to a couple weeks ago. Okay, now it's team fouls. Team fouls, 3-2 in favor of Milwaukee because they had less fouls. Milwaukee had 2, Philadelphia had 3. Dunks were 13-10 in favor of the Bucks. Biggest lead was 1 point to 20 points in favor of the 76ers. They ended up pulling off a 7-point win in total. Off their 20-point biggest lead, they ended with a 7-point win. Time of possession, 24 minutes to 26 seconds for the 76ers, and 23 minutes and 32 seconds for your Milwaukee Bucks. In the game, when the game ended, the timeouts remaining. Excuse me. This is an interesting one. A lot of teams use their timeouts. You noticed there were a lot of timeouts in that game. Timeouts remaining at the end of the game was 1-1, and both teams had 7 at the start of the game. So what a game. They may have lost, but what a game. This was a great night of basketball. And I'm happy that I got to spend it with you guys. Let's leave you with Pfizer Forum Center for the rest of the night. Again, join us. Hold on, let me see. Let me see when we are back on the call. So we are back on the call. February 7th, right? That would be February 7th. I think 2 days from now. 2 days from, yeah, February 7th. We will be back on the call on February 7th, 2026. Countdown starts at the time that it started tonight. On February 5th, it started at 6:30 p.m. What time does it start? Well, tip-off is at 6:30, 2 nights from tonight. Thank you so much for watching February 5th playoff basketball between the Philadelphia 76ers and your Milwaukee Bucks. Unfortunately, your Milwaukee Bucks could not pull off the victory. Final score tonight, Philadelphia 133. And the Milwaukee Bucks 126. It has been a special presentation of inside coverage of NBA 2K26 playoff basketball between the Milwaukee Bucks and your between the Philadelphia 76ers and your Milwaukee Bucks. Get ready for that trip to LAX on this YouTube channel, because I'm trying to make that my longest video on the YouTube channel yet. And then after I make that video, then we can make another longer video. So that one should be up to 3 hours long. So get ready for that premiere. 2 weeks from today, or not? Wait. Today's February 5th. I leave on February 21st. So, what is that, like 16 days? See you guys in 16 days. So, unfortunately, I can't say my 2 favorite words tonight, which is Bucks win. But I mean, what a game. What a game. We had fun. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. That's all that matters, is that we had fun. And that will do it for the broadcast. Good night, everybody. 76ers win. Give it up for them. Good night. Like and subscribe, by the way. Oh, what a game, bro. What a game. Again, make sure to like and subscribe and get ready for that trip from PDX to LAX, because it is supposed to be my longest video yet. You can look at that poster. You can look at that poster. You can look at that poster. You can look at this poster. You can look at that poster. I don't care what you look at. But as long as you take a look at Fiserv Forum Center, we'll be okay. Look it up, because I'm not showing it to you again. Very fine, very fine. Okay. Have a good night, guys. Peace. See you on February 7th. For Game 5 in Philadelphia. Tip-off at 7 p.m. And countdown starts at 6:30. So I will be premiering that on February 7th. So enjoy. Like and subscribe, chat. Have a good night.